there's too much conformity out there. Go against the norm. Don't follow the herd. Try to be passionate about something and do something what you believe in, because people are going to try to beat it out of you for you to conform.
Yeah, I remember back when you were at Cerner before the Oracle acquisition. And I swear, outside of Travis Dalton, I don't think anybody spent more time talking to customers, even though that wasn't your responsibility. I mean, I would get emails from you or text when you're in some hotel room somewhere and you're going through, hey, Jeremy, I've read all these things about this customer. I'm going to go meet them. And in the back of my head, I'm like, is he the chief customer officer too? Because you just would read through reams of customer comments and asking questions and what do we need to do, and then reaching out to customers and visiting with customers, not just at the trade shows, but just something you were doing all the time. And of course, I'm like, this dude's never sleeping. He's a chief marketing officer, but he's kind of acting as, head of customer success as well. I mean, so yeah, I mean, you're completely right. And I think everybody should be meeting with the customer. Something I try to do, I need to do more of, is I get my head of R&D on 1 or 2 sales calls a week. And then he gets on a call once or twice a week with our head of customer success with our customers, because, and he's really appreciated it now. I think he thought we were a little bit nutty at first, but now he's like, okay, I kind of get why you bring up the things that you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, you have to eat your own dog food.
Yeah.
Like you're building this, your team's building the platform, you're doing this kind of thing. You can't be removed. You can't just listen to the suggestions that I have or person that's running customers and getting it. It's like drinking water further down the stream. And as someone who grew up out in the sticks, you're going to try, if you're going to drink from a stream, it better be close to the source. Yeah. You don't want it kind of meandering through a pasture and et cetera. So it's, try to get my team. And even sometimes some of our developers, I'm like, you need to be on a call. You don't have to say anything. In fact, probably better if you don't say anything, because it would reveal your antisocial behavior. But so just listen in on the call. But I think that's what you kind of exemplified so well is, here's someone who's, and I don't mean to puff you up like this, but you're one of the few executives that's not over the customer, who's obsessed about what the customer's doing. So why do you think that's so rare? Why do you think that your approach, which is really successful, is just more the exception than the norm?
Well, to go back to, I'll answer that question in a second, but to go back, I want to make sure that one of the things that I learned early on, and this is what marketing is all about, I think that people use the term customer very broadly. And when I talk to people that work for me or I work with them, I'll ask them, they'll say, yeah, I did a customer visit. And I'll say, well, what customer did you go visit? I visited, hospital XYZ. Why that hospital? Why that market segment? Who did you meet with when you said you visited the customer? Well, I met with the chief medical officer. Great. Why did you choose to meet with the chief medical officer? Why are you not meeting with people that actually use the product? Do you even know people there that have influence on how our products get purchased? I mean, so you ask these questions, and 99% of the time, might be exaggerating, but the vast, vast, vast majority of the time, they can't tell me why they chose that customer to go visit. They can't tell me why they chose to go out there and visit that particular marketing segment or market segment. They can't tell me why they really chose to meet with that particular customer. So what I found most valuable as a marketer was go out there and talk to people who actually have an opinion about the products or services that you sell. If you're going out there meeting with C-suite people all the time, but they're not using your products, well, okay, you met with a customer, but what did you learn from that? And if you're going out there meeting with all customers that are happy, what are you learning from that? So to go back to your point on the net promoter score, so many companies and so many people know, well, maybe they kind of know their net promoter score, which isn't fine. It's a number.
Yeah.
But what your company does is where the gold is the comments and what people are saying about, why they gave you that score. And when you go and to your point, you're right. I've been in Excel spreadsheets where I've gone through and I've read thousands and thousands and thousands and I read every single one of them. And you'll have names of people, you'll have phone numbers, you'll have emails, and they'll say, I've completed this survey 6 years in a row, and nobody,
Yeah.
here's my phone number, and here's my name, and nobody ever comes back to me. And so I would just call them up and I'd say, hey, Jim, this is Darrell. I'm new to Cerner. It looks like here that you filled this thing out a whole bunch of times and nobody's ever got back to you. Nope, nobody's ever got back to me. Well, here I'm getting back to you. Let me have it.